Hola, my queens. It's your Empress Divine, Miss Tasha Turner herself. Welcome to Queendom Come. I am continuing the July 2018 Tarot Checkups through the signs, and this one is for Sagittarius. You guys, I'm sorry. I checked out for the first, 3rd of July. I recorded the water signs like at the end of June, and then there was like a 10-day span coming off of that Capricorn full moon where I was just completely out of it, collecting myself, regrouping, and I'm back. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the Significator card. This holds the energy of Sagittarius. This is the Temperance card in the Major Arcana of the Tarot deck. It holds the 9th house energy, the Sagittarius energy. So it'll stay on the table and just kind of just hold that space for you. So ascended masters, spirit guides, higher selves, loved ones who have transitioned on and wish to reach back with a message of love and truth, come forward and offer us some insight, truthful insight, helpful insight, valid insight into the life of Sagittarius during July 2018. How are people seeing Sagittarius in July 2018? How are people seeing Sagittarius? Ooh. Excuse me. How are people seeing Sagittarius in July 2018? How are people seeing Sagittarius in July 2018? All right, we have the King of Swords. The first thing that came to mind for me is overbearing. Overbearing in some type of way, completely absolute and unwavering in your thinking, or in your way of going about getting things done. Let's get some clarity on that King of Spades, also known as the King of Swords. King of Spades energy. Clarify the King of Spades energy for us, please. Okay, we have the Hangman and the Four of Coins. Yeah, definitely overbearing. It's like you will wait out. You will wait things out until you get your way. It's like, it's a very stubborn type of energy is what I'm feeling. You will sit there. You will not move. It's like the sloth. You move at your own pace. And it's funny because Sagittarius is usually quick fire energy, like very rapid or quick moving explorer type energy. But I'm feeling here that people are seeing you now in a space of where it's like you will not move unless it's your way. And for other people to view you as the Hangman, that's why I'm feeling like it's a stubborn type of energy, because usually everyone knows that Sagittarius, you know, you like to get up and get out and do things and go explore. But this waiting energy here, along with that King of Spades underneath, that overbearing, it's like you have a mentality or you have a thought. Basically, people think that you think that your way is the best way, and they see you as just waiting around and holding on to what it is that you want, not considering anything else, but being completely overbearing about what it is that you want. That's how other people are seeing you in July 2018. Let's see about Sagittarius's money. What's going on with Sagittarius's finances in July 2018? Sagittarius finances in July 2018. What's going on with Sagittarius' finances in July 2018? Okay, we have the Three of Diamonds. Looks like you'll be getting a boost in your income. That Three of Diamonds means something is manifesting. It's like output. Wherever you've been putting your energy into it, be looking for an output in terms of your finances. If you've been doing something to consciously work on getting more money, then you will be receiving that very soon, since we're already well into July 2018. We have the Six of Coins here, which is an energy of people giving, people sharing with you. And then you have the King of Cups here. The King of Cups could be somebody that you are romantically interested in. It could also be like a father figure. So maybe your dad is helping you out with some money. If not your dad, then the sugar daddy could be helping you out with some money. It could also be you getting more money as a result of just being very calm, cool, and collected. Whatever it is that people see you as being like stubborn or overbearing about, meaning that you won't stray away from your own line of thinking, that could very well be the thing that brings you money, because you did not detour away from whatever it is that, you know, you kept your focus on. I'm seeing some output here, basically. So whatever it is you've invested in, if you've been getting yourself together in preparation for like maybe a raise, or in preparation for launching a new product, that type of energy, look on the lookout for some reward here. Some type of reward is like you've created something. So that's the Sagittarius finances in July 2018. How is Sagittarius thinking, and how are they communicating their thoughts in July 2018? All right, we have the Jack of Clubs. The Jack of Clubs could be new on the scene. It could be in a new environment, and the Jack of Clubs is like he's the new kid on the block. Let's get some clarity on that Jack of Clubs. Three of Coins, Seven of Cups. So the Three of Coins tells me that something is taking a collaborative effort. You may be having to work with more people than you originally thought. Because the Three of Coins is about, you know, collaboration to build up something, or a group effort. And then we have the Seven of Cups, which is like plenty of options. So you may be picking and choosing, you know, who you get to work with, you know, selecting a partner, or selecting the type of people that you want to work with. And it's going to be very important for your mentality. It's very important that you're very discriminating about who you choose to work with. That last card about some output here. We have another three. And this is Three of Coins, which is something that was built. So wherever it is that you have been preparing yourself to see more financial success, it could very well depend on who it is that you choose to work with at this time, or who you choose to have around as accountability partners. And I feel like it is something that you will need, well, in July 2018, whatever it is that you're focusing on, or whatever it is that you're doing, I feel like you will benefit from having like-minded people around you. And you may even be opened up to different like social circles, or different work groups, or different networking, you know, opportunities, where you can really dig into your niche or your niche because there are other people who are also doing it. So you get to bounce your ideas, you know, off of them. They get to give you ideas, and y'all can brainstorm together and come up with all types of things. You know, the things that you create within your intuition, the things that you build out of your inner creativity are endless. You have so many options here with the Seven of Cups. So many things here. He's reaching for a wealth of, you know, things up here. A wealth of cups. And cups can be filled, making you feel fulfilled. Reaching for all of those as a result of working with other people. And again, you could just be the new kid on the block. Like, you know, you're stepping into these new social circles, I feel like. So that's going to be something that's going to affect your thinking and your communication in July 2018. Let's get some insight into Sagittarius' home life. What's going on in the home? What's going on in the realm of home for Sagittarius in July 2018? And you have the Nine of Hearts. The Nine of Hearts is also associated with the Nine of Cups. So I feel like you are evaluating the things that you uphold. You know, that nine is, you know, the Sagittarius ninth house, ideals, higher learning. You know, broadening your horizons, getting better in life. taking the knowledge that you've achieved throughout life and incorporating it in a way that gives you, that offers you fulfillment, practical application of things that you've learned. So I feel like in your home area, you're having a lot of, I guess, opportunities to stick to your standards or to stick to the higher ideals that you have, those things that give you fulfillment. All of these cards coming out. Oh, let me shuffle. Sorry, y'all. Let's see. Judgment. Yeah, Judgment. This is definitely that energy of, again, those higher ideals. Judgment is like, kind of like coming before the great one. Coming before the great one, or when I say coming before the great one, like basically when you think of Judgment Day, like you have to go before God. You have to kind of explain yourself. So you have all of these things that you've, you know, kind of been through in life that gave you the standards that you have now. And I feel like now things are happening in such a way that they are calling on you to really begin incorporating those standards or those higher ideals that you've learned into your life. And you may feel like bound to that responsibility. A lot of times, Sagittarius, like when things become serious, then it's almost like you're imprisoned by it. Something that you would normally enjoy, as soon as it becomes like, you know, a dire situation, is like, I don't even want to do it anymore. So basically what I'm saying with all of this is that the standards that you've developed over the course of your life up to this point, those higher ideals that you have, okay, you may, basically this is if you know better, do better energy. I'm just going to put it real simple and plain. Know better, do better. You may have known better, but you were still kind of maybe lollygagging or doing what you wanted to kind of just enjoy yourself. You know, even though you knew better, you didn't exactly do better. But it's like now, deeply within yourself, like not even just in your physical home, like, you know, the temple yourself. The home is where the heart is. In your heart is like, you know that it is time. It's time to do better. And though you may initially feel imprisoned by the thought that you must do better, because you don't like having to feel like you must do anything, even though you may be, you know, kind of feeling limited about this, you having to adhere to a certain type of behavior now, you having to do better. You don't like the fact that you have to do anything, but I feel like it's for your best. So wherever you may be kind of putting off making those necessary changes in July 2018, I feel like you need to go ahead and do that. And starts within yourself. Okay, so what is inspiring Sagittarius in July 2018? What's going on with Sagittarius' creative energy in July 2018? What is making Sagittarius feel alive in July 2018? All right, we have the 3 of Clubs. That 3 of Clubs is just like the 3 of Coins card that I pulled earlier. You're inspired by, you know, working on things. Yeah, you may be in a space where it's like, okay, I know better, but I haven't done better. So you feel like you've been limiting yourself. You could have branched out away from what you're used to, but you haven't, because you've been limiting yourself by not doing better, even though you knew better. But working with other people who are like-minded, having a team of people who truly understand what it is that you're trying to do and where it is that you're trying to go in life, that is going to be beneficial to you, especially in July 2018. The moon, that's that, I keep saying, if you know better, do better. The moon is, you know, it's like an intuitive nudge. You just know. You just know it's time. You just know it's time. You just know it's time. I keep feeling the need to say that. You just know it's time. It's like your instincts are telling you that now is the time to really start incorporating what you already know. If you don't go ahead and start moving on it, it's like it'll literally drive you crazy. It's like you've come to a point where it's like you can no longer just kind of half-ass and lollygag and have fun. It is time to be a lot more serious. The Queen of Coins is a lot more serious. She takes things a lot more seriously. She knows what needs to get done, and she gets it done. Not saying that there's any type of stress energy around it, but there is just a need to ground all of that, you know, fiery energy. Instead of just being like this blazing flame all over the place, just kind of control it, scale it down a little bit, and focus it. Because with you knowing better, if you don't at this time, whatever is urging you to actually start putting that know better into action, if you don't go ahead and start getting things done, it's going to bother you. It's going to start messing with you mentally. Like you're going to start having those thoughts in your head like, yeah, I know better. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing that. Like basically condemning yourself. And you don't want to have that, you know, you don't want to have that mess on your mind when all you have to do is just kind of buckle down and get to work. So you're inspired by just knowing you need to do better. And working with people who can help you, you know, get there. We have the 6th house coming up. Okay. Yeah, how is Sagittarius' health? How are they going about their day-to-day responsibilities? What is making Sagittarius healthy? Are there any health concerns for Sagittarius in July 2018? What's going on with Sagittarius' health? Okay, we have the Jack of Spades. So yeah, how I was saying, if you're not getting down to it, it's going to bother you. That's it. It's like you procrastinate long enough and it's going to start bothering you. It's going to get to a point where it's like, okay, I know I need to do better now. I know I need to do better. I know I can do better. It's going to start messing with you mentally. The fact that you're not achieving as much as you know you can. We have the Strength card and the Sun card. Both of those are the Leo cards. So a Leo may be, you know, heavily in focus in your life. This is a lot of Leo energy. Also, you know, the start of Leo season is at the end of July. So that hints at that also. Pretty much by the end of July, I'm feeling like you need to really be stepping up. You need to really be stepping up your game, Sagittarius, because, you know, after July, well into, you know, the last half of Leo season in early August, you could see a lot of things really changing for you over that short amount of time, like a month from now. What is that, August 11th? Like in a month from now, just pay attention to how much things have changed for you. Look at how the spotlight is starting to shine on you. And in order for you to be in the strongest position, you know, at the time that things start happening for you and things start, you know, light starts to be shed on the things that you're interested in or the things that you're building. By the time we get to that time period, you know, late July, early August, in order for you to be in your strength, you need to really have started working on, you know, whatever it is, that know better, do better energy, whatever it is that you know better, where you've been procrastinating on that, you need to start really getting that done by the time Leo season, especially by the end of Leo season. You need to really be standing in your power, because this is going to be your time to shine and you don't want to miss out on that. Don't allow stuff to just, you know, be on your mind, because if you know better and don't do better, you're going to start having those mental doubts. You're going to start having that mental condemnation, and it's going to start having an effect on your physical body. So let's get to Sagittarius relationships. How are Sagittarius' relationships in July 2018? What's going on in Sagittarius' relationships in July 2018? Right, have the 9 of Diamonds. The 9 of Diamonds tells me that you've done a lot, you know, been there, done that energy. Been there, done that. So let's see why it is that you are saying been there, done that in regards to relationships. What's up with the been there, done that energy? Been there, done that. What's going on with the Nine of Diamonds energy? Okay, you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is just, you're looking at, yeah, been there, done that. You're looking at other people at this time, and you see how they kind of just appear to be lollygagging, and you may want to still lollygag yourself. That may have been why it is that you aren't doing better. Once again, know better, do better. And I feel like you may not be doing better, or you may have procrastinated in starting to do better because you may have been so busy looking at other people. But there are so many shifts going down right now. Cycles are ending. New beginnings are coming our way. And you have the opportunity to create like a whole new experience, a whole new world for yourself. There's some heavy law of attraction energy here. Heavy law of attraction energy here. Heavy opportunities for manifestation in late July, early August for you. And you looking around at other people, you kind of need to let that go. Because, I mean, everything that they're out there doing, you've been there, done that. There's not much that the Sagittarius has not done. Whatever age you are, you're probably going to be more experienced and more cultured than most of the people who are your peers. So there ain't no need for you to keep looking at them and watching what they do. Yeah, you've been there, you've done that. They're not doing anything fascinating to you. You know, so you might just need to just kind of take your mind off of other people and really focus on what it is that you need to be doing, because you have a chance to really change your life here. What's transforming for Sagittarius in July 2018? What's transforming? What are the deep changes going on with Sagittarius in July 2018? Right. The 10 of Diamonds. Apparently there's going to be a lot changing. Apparently there's going to be a lot. Let's get some clarification on that 10 of Diamonds. Because a lot is not, you know, it's way too vague. Okay, the 3 of Swords and the Star. Oh, okay. So the deep transformations, I feel like your transformations in July 2018 come from, you know, when you procrastinate and then it gets to be crunch time and then you suddenly find yourself bogged down with everything you have to do and you become overwhelmed by it. Instead of, you know, having paced yourself, you become overwhelmed by everything that suddenly sat down on your plate that you have to hurry up and get done in a short amount of time. But you're capable. It's like you already know, basically you've been through a lot. You've been through so much. You've learned so much over the course of your life. So when it gets down to crunch time, like in that late July, early August time, when it gets down to crunch time, I feel like you actually perform at your best. It's like you come from the back, you come out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. People may not have been even expecting you to be in the running. And you just pop up out of nowhere shining on their ass. Pop up out of nowhere looking like a star. And, you know, people went from seeing you as like, you know, kind of set in your own ways and, you know, just stuck on your way of doing things to all of a sudden, boom. How the hell did they do that? This is why people call Sagittarius lucky. Because from the outside looking in, it looks like you're not doing much. And then you just pop up, boom, with a blessing. The blessing everybody else wants, but for some reason it seems to fall on you. But I know that's not the case. Like, I know Sagittarius is not lazy by a long shot. So luck, I wouldn't necessarily call it that. I feel like you keep such a lightness about yourself, which sometimes may lead to procrastination, that, you know, lightheartedness. You may not take things as seriously as they need to be taken, but somehow you still seem to get it done. How do you half-ass stuff and still do a pretty above average job? Like, giving your 100% would be downright unfair, Sagittarius. And I feel like that's going to be something that changes a lot for you in July 2018. It's like when you finally take up all that load that you've been kind of, you know, lollygagging with, parlaying around with. When you finally take up that load, pick up everything that you've been kind of, you know, putting off, and bear that load. Yeah, it may be overwhelming, but it's the cost of being a star. And I feel like you have it. You can do it. So let's see what's going on. What is broadening Sagittarius's horizons? What are the new things that you're learning? New people, places, and things. What are your new adventures going on in July 2018? Tell us more about that. Okay. Ace of Spades. So I feel like you get your vindication here. It's like, I told your ass so. I told you so. Let's see. And this may be to the people who felt like, you know, well, she just overbearing. She just wants her way. She's entitled. And you be like, I told you so. Come through dripping, drip, drip. Let's clarify that Ace of Spades. The Chariot. The Chariot. So you have selected your destination. You may be like literally traveling somewhere, or you find yourself getting a lot farther in whatever it is that you're working on. It could be because of the new group of people that you're hanging around. The people who, Leo got something like this too, about just being around, you know, people who are like-minded. So this may be just like a fire sign thing. I'll find out when I do Aries reading next. But there's an emphasis here on who you choose to be around, who you choose to associate with. The Chariot is like Cancer energy. In Cancer, they love their friends. They can be almost to the point of clinginess. They love to be around people that they love. So you could be being around new people, traveling to be around new people, or meeting new people at a distance, meaning you may just find a special group online, or you go to a meetup that you found online. That type of thing. With the King of Coins, this is somebody who would be able to assist you, who could give you a gift, who can help you out in terms of whatever it is that you're building right now. Something that's going to take some time and investment to really build. So this is not, it's not an overnight, mission. This is something that's going to take some time to build up, but you are in a place where you can connect with the right people who can help you out, whether it be through an opportunity to, work in a different location, or maybe it's through, putting you on with the connect that they have that can help you out with building whatever it is that you're building. I just see that your dedication to what it is, even when other people think that you're stubborn and, you're entitled, it's like you're sticking to your guns. You're kind of making sure that you are associating with the right people. A Sagittarius is very social, so you're associating with the right people, making the right moves. It may have took you long enough. It's like you finally, got things moving. You could have been did this, Sagittarius. But, timing is everything, and there are no mistakes. So while you were kind of parlaying and, just still being lighthearted, I feel like you were still in manifestation mode, because you are lighthearted and you are on generally high vibration. So even if you're not, gung-ho or laser focused on something, you still kind of hold it in your mind with a positive energy. And you procrastinating means that you weren't stressing about it. Lately, when up until, around late July, early August, if you don't get a move on it, then you're going to be stressing. But up until now, even though you knew better, you didn't do better because it wasn't too much of a big deal. Like, you could still get away with kind of half-assing it. But now you have the opportunity, you know, upon you to start making those moves, you know. And when you make those moves, you know, how can I put this? Since you have that lighthearted energy, and since you held it in the place of, you know, this would be nice to have, but I'm not worried about it. So the universe could more easily bring it to you because there's not a lot of mental blocks there. So you're a lot farther than you may even think that you are. You may feel overwhelmed when you get to the point of feeling like, okay, I've procrastinated so long, now I have so much to do and it's overwhelming. I feel like you are a lot farther than you even think you are. Like, you're doing more than you even think you're doing. Just because you do feel entitled to what it is that you want. And that tells the universe that, okay, I feel like I deserve it. So the universe is like, okay, well, let me go ahead and give it to you. I mean, the universe is always in support of us. God created it that way. Source intended it to be that way. And you'll have some help here. Somebody coming in to just give you some assistance here on whichever journey that you're on. So that's on your horizon in July 2018. Let's see, what's the legacy? How is Sagittarius building on their legacy? Or how is Sagittarius' reputation being affected in July 2018? What are you going to be most known for in July 2018? We have the Four of Hearts. The Four of Hearts can be associated with the Four of Cups. And this can almost be like taking opportunities for granted, you know? Which is, again, like, you know, you procrastinate and half-ass do things and still manage to produce good stuff. But at the same time, it's like maybe you haven't been meeting your full potential. You know? Kind of taking advantage of opportunities. Taking advantage of what's being presented or offered to you. So let's clarify that. Four of Hearts. The Nine of Coins. Yeah, it's like you're good. Okay. In terms of like the legacy that you're building, this is something that you will be looked at as the person that, you know, I hear Uncle Elroy, I started this shit. This is the motherfucking thanks I get. On Friday after the next, like, you'll be the person who is credited with starting something that is long lasting. Something that will last far beyond your lifespan. You know, something that you can give to another. Like something that would, let's say you get married, you'll have something to offer to the marriage. Like, you won't just come in as being somebody who, oh yeah, well, I'm a wife and my husband does this and my husband does that. It's like, no, he may be a top dog and you like, you know, a top, I don't want to, I was going to say a top bitch. If you're a top dog, you're a top bitch. It's a female dog, but you get what I'm saying. Like, both of y'all are like, you know, like power couple, basically. Power couple energy here. But at the same time, it's like, in regards to your reputation, this is something that you could have been had this. Oh my God. And the fact that I'm just like kind of, you know, lazily doing this reading and giggling through it, that's your damn problem, Sagittarius. You just lazily get through shit and, you know, still get it done. That's your reputation. People, you still get what you want, and it's like effortless. Like, the shit is unfair. But I have my midheaven, the cusp of my midheaven in Sagittarius, so I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this energy. But yeah, that's pretty much the reputation that you have right now. And as far as like legacy, this is definitely legacy building. You know, legacy building if you don't piss away the opportunity, I should say. And we get into Sagittarius' social life. How is Sagittarius' social life in July 2018? All right, we have the 6 of Diamonds, which is like the 6 of Wands. You could be a leader, you know. Earlier, we were talking about you being like the new person in an environment around people that can, you know, kind of pull you up and help you out with whatever you're doing. But at the same time, it's like people automatically notice that you're a leader. They notice that you're not a follower. I should say that you're not a follower, because if you're the new person, you know, in a networking circle, of course, you're not necessarily the leader, but you're definitely not a follower. And I think people kind of also see you as you're not a follower. You have a different way of thinking. You know, your thinking is not on the same vibe or on the same level or frequency as a lot of people. Like, your way of going about getting things done is a lot different from how other people do it. You know, it's a differentiation, because there is a focus here on finances, on money. So I feel like the way that you differentiate yourself in the way you go about, you know, building your wealth, that's setting you apart. And people are seeing that, you know, they don't follow the norm. They are unconventional. But I think that's what's making people like you more. That's what's making you stand out, is like not being a follower. The fact that you kind of do things your own way. You kind of oppose the masses, I should say. That's what's helping you, like, I guess, gain more social attention. And lastly, in the tarot checkup, we'll see what's being revealed to Sagittarius by the end of July 2018. What's uncovered, or what's hidden that needs to be uncovered for Sagittarius in July 2018. 3 of Hearts. Somebody might be coming back for you. Queen of Swords. 3 of Staffs. There's another 3. Yeah, somebody's coming back for you. The 3 of Hearts is like, you know, you coming together with people who are familiar to you. And then we have this 3 of Staffs here, which is something coming into you fast. The Queen of Swords is telling me that I just heard the door. The door. Whoever is coming back to you, I don't feel like you want them. Whoever is coming back your way, probably because they see you by the end of July, you know, early August. They see your star on the rise. You know, it got around the grapevine that you might be doing something. You making a rise. You're in new networking circles. You're hanging around new people. You're with a higher caliber of, you know, associates. And it's like now they want to come, you know, running back. That staff energy is fast energy. They want to come running back to you. And it's like, nah. The door. I don't want it. So let's get some goddess guidance here to close this thing out for Sagittarius. Oh, the appropriate goddess. You know who you are. Make yourself known. Make yourself known to give Sagittarius some extra guidance for their July 2018 endeavors. Compassion. I think that's Kuan Yin. Compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. And that's perfect for Sagittarius, because I feel like you do that anyway. That's probably why you get so much with seemingly little effort. Because you're just generally a light-hearted person. Like, I'm not saying all Sagittarius are, you know, just upstanding, you know, law-abiding citizens. I'm not saying that. But they do keep a generally light energy around them. You know? If you don't like something, you rather just completely block it out and move on than to find yourself feeling depressed about it. And I think that energy right there that I just said, the fact that you'll move on rather than feeling depressed about it, that's what's going to help you out in July. Because, you know, when I was saying that energy that's on your head, like you know better, but you don't do better, and that could be limiting you right now, I don't think that you'll allow yourself, I don't think you will allow it to get you down, because you don't allow much of anything to get you down. I can probably count on one hand, 2 fingers, how many times I've seen a Sagittarius cry in my life. You know, other than like babies, but, you know, a grown Sagittarius, you'll hardly ever see that because they keep things so lighthearted. And that's helping you out. So in regards to something, you know, stressing you out because you know you need to go ahead and do it, I don't even think you'll allow that to get you down in a dark place. It's like, okay, let me just go ahead and do it then. And you won't even be hard on yourself about, I know I sat here and procrastinated to the last minute. Now look at, I don't feel like you do that. You're not even going to kick yourself for waiting to the last minute. It's going to be like, oh, well, you know, that's what I did, so let me go ahead and fix it. Because you just get things done in your own timing, and it just always seems to work out. You lucky bastard, you. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.